Yeah, we back again, man. First and foremost, man, I want to thank everybody for supporting, the untraditional podcast, man. We really couldn't be here without you. I want everybody to give my man Daniel Williams a round of applause for these microphones. You understand what I'm talking about?
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man.
See, yeah, show up like the mailman, man.
Yeah.
We got a good topic for y'all this week, man.
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, again.
Doing
what we do, man.
Again.
And we're going to be here next week and the week after and the week after that, man. We ain't going nowhere, man. We locked in.
Most definitely.
But we glad y'all tuned in. See, that's what's important, man. While we drop these jewels, you go ahead and pick them up, man. Get yourself a necklace.
Episode 3 of the podcast.
Yup, untraditional, not unconditional. You hear me? How many of y'all caught that last
Episode 3 of the podcast. Most definitely.
Yes, sir. We here, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, go ahead and tell the people, man. Tell the people what kind of topic we came up with for this week, man. It's real interesting, man.
Yeah, most definitely. We definitely gonna do the mental health topic this week, man.
Yeah, as far as that's it right there.
Mental health, because I know it's a lot of guys out there, man, who be going through, what I know I be going through, and what every other man around the universe be going through.
No question. And I happen to be one of the ones who was playing around in that field, man. I call myself lazy. Because I ain't want to get a job, man. This is before working. I was trying to get that free money. So I was acting funny. You understand? And what they did, right?
Hold on.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought they was already here.
Nah, let me
we already apologized for our tardiness last week. Now we on time and y'all late. So.
Yeah, let them get here.
Okay. Well, what's their phone number? Do I need to call them? We're around.
8 o'clock, man. What we looking like? We got about 5 more minutes.
No, they got about 2 more minutes, man, and I'm going to start knocking on their door. I know where you live.
Ain't that right, man? Untraditional podcast, baby.
Untraditional, man. Everything we do is untraditional. Hey, man, they know I'm here, man. I want them to show up, man. I feel like I'm talking to myself, man. I ain't got no problem with it, though. You understand or you overstand? Yeah, I figured today, man, I'm going to come on and bless y'all with my glasses, man. Show y'all how good I look with them joints on, man. A couple dollars on a nigga face, man. You dig? All from working, man. Working money. Working money, man. I need for somebody to show up. I need for y'all to show up, man, and bless us, man. Everything is untraditional. That's how we keeping it. We keeping it straight up and down like 6 o'clock, man. I hope everybody can hear me clearly, especially my man Steve. Yeah, this one go out for you, man. But yeah, like Daniel said, man, we're going to go ahead and touch that topic of mental health with the men. We don't know nothing about the women. So we're going to go ahead and deal with the men.
Most definitely, right? Man.
And
most definitely.
Which is a very serious topic, man.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. Untraditional, man.
And it need more attention than it been getting, man. Like it's really under the doormat, man. It really gets stepped on. And a lot of people who have these issues, it's our job, the people that don't have the issues, to recognize them and know how to talk to them, deal with them, and involve them in conversation.
100%, man. How long we got, Habib?
Hey, man. Hey, they shouldn't be meeting us here. They should be beating us here, man. It's already 8, man. But we love y'all, man. We couldn't do it without y'all, man. Y'all make us want to show up, man.
The Untraditional Podcast, man. We in the building.
We in the building, man, and we thank y'all again, man, for all y'all support and love, man.
We in the motherfucking building, man.
No question, man. So I'm ready to get on this topic, man, but I don't want to start and leave nobody behind. You
All right, man.
understand?
We can go ahead and get started, man. They'll join.
Okay. Well,
we gonna take it all the way back to the beginning. So this week we're gonna talk about the mental health, mental health, right?
that's right.
And so with that being said, man, I know you had told me some stories, man, from back in the day
Yes, sir.
where you had went through what you went through.
No
right?
question.
But you was playing with it though.
Right. I was playing with it, you know. I was lazy and I ain't want to get no job, so I was trying to get this free money. Right? So what I did was I played like something was wrong with me. Wore 2 different types of shoes, sneakers, right? Went in to see the psych playing with Legos, right? All this goofy shit. And I had my wife with me because my wife, she's also an aspired actor. And she was acting like she was my caretaker. You understand what I'm saying? And not my folks. So what ended up happening, they ended up having me see a psychiatrist twice a week, every week. And this was in the street. Right. So I used to go see her, and what I realized is, you know, I used to tell her all kind of crap because what I really wanted to do was get to some Xanaxes. That was my goal.
All right.
If I get to them Xanaxes, they 2 for $5, 1 for $3 from me. Right. I'm just saying I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right. But I never reached that because they had too much other shit in front of that. Right.
So you thought that you could just go in.
I said, this was the game I kicked. I said, well, you know, and I remember her name, you know what I mean, black lady, her name was Rhonda Carter. She was real nice, right? And I said, well, what I do is I self-medicate. You know, when my anxiety get real crazy, where I feel like I can't go outside or I feel like the world's against me and I got to sit with my back against the wall, I go and I buy Xanaxes off the street.
That's what you told her?
That's what I told her.
And what she said?
She said, ooh, you're an addict. I said, oh, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Right? So I said, dang. So she said, well, we don't just give Xanaxes out, you know, and you shouldn't be buying it off the street. So she gave me something called Risperdal, right? And I was taking this Risperdal, but I was watching TV at the same time. And I seen on TV that it has milk grow breasts. I was like, whoa, I don't want this. So I took that back, right? And I ain't really take it. I used to take it when I knew I had to go for a visit in case they take a urine.
Yeah.
You see, have it in my system. So I said, listen, I ain't really with this. This ain't doing nothing. So then she gave me some stuff called Saffris. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about Saffris, but it's like a ice cream dot. And it ain't, you don't swallow it, you don't do nothing. As soon as it hits your mouth, it melt. Bam! That shit stopped me. My mom was like, what the fuck them people done gave you? You done let them people give you some shit? I ain't seen you in 2 days. That shit shut a nigga down. Now that shit is the real deal. That shit is called Saffris. Right? So I went and I said, listen, I don't know what this is, but I can't function. I can't get a job, let alone look for one off this shit. Right? This is a true story. I said, I don't know what the fuck this is. This shit stop a nigga. Right? So she said, okay, well, we're going to put you on something called Seroquel. Right? So she put me, before the Seroquel was Cinequine. Ooh, baby. The Cinequine was just as bad. Right? I'm telling you, be like, duh. You sitting there looking dumb as a motherfucker, right? You don't know what's going on. So I was like, man, that ain't for me. So she put me on 25 milligram Seroquel. That's where we landed, right? And that's where we stayed. And like I said, I really wasn't taking it unless I had to go visit. And I had to see him twice a week, every week, because I was trying to play for this money, right? The disability, the SSI. And so when I got incarcerated, right, this where the shit hit the fan. Because everything that I did on the streets with those psychiatrists, the paperwork was in the making. As soon as they typed my name in, right? So they sent me to a mental health penitentiary. I'm going to say that again because I was on state parole. So I don't go to the county jail. I go to the penitentiary, right? Mm-hmm. So they sent me to a mental health penitentiary, and it was called Waymart. right? Oh my God. Now in Waymart, the difference with this penitentiary than other penitentiaries, if you cut up or you act up, right? You act up real crazy, you know, they don't put you in a hole. They put you on something called the snooze unit, right? It's one unit with nothing but cells with padded rooms with a gate in the middle of the floor. You can't even flush your own toilet. They flush it from outside. And you got to work your way out the snooze unit. All right? So, now, I got there. I ain't never go to the snooze unit, though, right? But as I was in here and they give out the medication, it's totally different because this is what they do. So, what they was doing was taking the meds that I wasn't taking myself when I was in control of it, to popping the capsules up, putting it in a cup, so there ain't nothing in there but powder.
And so when they mix that shit with water?
No, sir. They give you the powder cup, boom, the guard right there, boom, dump, water, bam. One of them situations.
So they take the goddamn powder out the capsule.
Yes, that's how they make sure you take the medicine. I'm talking about, man, I probably gained about 80 pounds, man. I gained about 80 pounds.
And so you're taking this medicine on a daily?
Man, they fucking me up, man. They fucking me up.
So you and that motherfucker.
I'm moving slow. I'm talking slow.
So you done played yourself into a fuck.
I done played myself out of position, right? So now, I ain't even going front.
Fucking
right?
around with them folks.
Fucking around with them folks trying to get that free money in the street, and that shit done carried over. I said, damn. Everybody walking around there with long nails and their fingers burnt up. They smoking cigarettes down to the fire. Mm-hmm. Right? And they smell like everything. A ranch with everything on it. I said, damn. So they had me seeing a psychiatrist there for a week, right? Every week I had to go see him. So they would ask me questions like, well, Mr. Van, are you getting on the phone? Are you going to the store? Are you talking to your family? Are you going to commissary? Stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all this shit, you know, because I'm really regular, mm-hmm. right? Until they give me that medicine. So now, when she called me one day, she said, well, Mr. Van, today we're going to do a scenario. And I believe I told you about the scenario, right?
About the scenario. Most
so I'm going to tell the people. So they said that I had to do a scenario. So I said, well, okay, I'm with it. She said, well, Mr. Van, the scenario first starts off that you're stranded on an island. And on the island that you're stranded on, there is no food, none whatsoever. Adjacent to the island that you're on, okay, is another island. And it has plenty of food. But what separates you from that island, Mr. Van, is a river. What would you do to get to the food, Mr. Van? I said, well, logically thinking and giving you a logical answer, because, you know, I really don't need to be messing with rivers because there's all kind of stuff in there, alligators and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna build a makeshift raft or a canoe to the best of my ability, and I'm going to get to the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and feast because I done built some shit. Mm-hmm. So she said, well, Mr. Van, you can't eat just yet. You got to hold your horses because there's a lion that's circling the food. He's somewhat guarding the food. Now what would you do, Mr. Van? I said, shit, you got a lion circling the food? I said, shit. I said, you know what I do? I take my double barrel shotgun, blow the lion goddamn head off, and I'm going to go ahead and feast. So she said, well, Mr. Van, where you get the shotgun from? I said, the same motherfucking place you got the lion. Now, where we going with this? Because you done put me on a fucking island. I'm from the city. I ain't got no business on the island. That's number one. But I'm going to go with you. But how long I supposed to be in this passenger seat? I was down there playing dominoes. You fucking with my rat.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. But that's what they do. You know what I mean? They do all this kind of goofy shit. You understand what I'm saying? And play with their words to try to see where you at. But see, that's what I get for playing.
Yeah, because you played your way right into some shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's when I stopped playing.
Hey, so that was a hell of a story, right? So we went over that story, right, one time before, right? And we want to talk about men's mental health, right? Because that was some bullshit that you was on, right?
Right, that was some bullshit, but it was some real medicine.
It's some real medicine.
So when you see these motherfuckers out here that ain't on it, and they the way they are, I understand. So I kind of relate to them. So I know how to like kind of deal with them, talk to them, and involve them in conversation. Not so much as dumb it down, because if you dumb it down too much, they take offense to it.
So in the offense, what kind of verbiage would they use?
Well,
whenever they get on the defense mode.
Well, they just get angry. That's the first thing they're gonna do is get angry and don't know why.
And this is just regular people, right?
Right. This is regular people. He's mad or she's mad and they don't know why. And that's because they're not on their medicine, right? They're not on their medicine to help them slow down, slow their shit down, and comprehend what's being said. So when they don't understand something or when something's different, they act crazy. You feel me? And the way I've learned to deal with them, I learned to recognize them by being surrounded with them. And that's why I think you always pair me with a motherfucker. But that's another story. But you got to deal with them like you're dealing with children to a degree. You know, sometimes you got to let them have their way. You know, and show them that their way might not be the way. You understand?
But how you do that if they just so defensive?
Well, you let them go ahead and carry the rocks from one point to the other and bring it back. Right? And then when they get tired, you say, "You tired? Well, this is what I'm doing." And then they can either pick up or they can go ahead, because you have to deal with them delicately. You don't really want to try to play them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're dangerous. These is the people that's shooting up places and all that. These is mental health people, man. Like, you know, it's a real sickness, man. And the medicine they got is real strong.
So we got that part of the mental health out of the way. So let's just jump into like some more serious shit where it's like on a daily basis, right? As a man, right? When you wake up in the morning, how do you get your day started and how do your day end? Well, just walk us through a day in the life of a man, right? Because you because you growing at this point, right? You're 47.
That's right.
So you done seen both sides of the field.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, I wake up and I give thanks because I woke up with two blessings, and that was eyesight. As soon as I, recognize where I'm at and my eyes open up, I gotta give thanks. But after doing that, and properly washing my face and brushing my teeth, what a lot of you niggas need to do that y'all don't. I get it together. I drink my coffee, and then I figure out how can I be productive in this particular day. You understand what I'm saying? What can I do productive today, whether I'm off from work or whether I gotta go to work? How can I bring cheer into somebody else's life? No matter.
And what do you mean by bringing cheer? That's adding value, right?
That's adding value. That's adding a joke, having somebody laugh. I don't know what they're going through. It could be somebody at the gas station. All I need is $20 on pump 2, and I go ahead and give them my EBT card. And tell them, damn, y'all, you take anything, huh? Well, maybe I should give you some bottle caps that I've been collecting. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna swipe my food stamp card? You understand? You ain't even paying attention. And that don't cost nothing. And they start laughing like, and I, loosen up, because I don't know what they're going through. Because everybody is human, man. Everybody is human. You feel me? 100%. Yeah, so, and that's how, I get along with my day, man. And I just try to bring, joy. That's it.
Joy.
Because we have to have joy in our life, man. Even the mental health.
And so with so much shit going on in the world, right? As a black man in America, right? And I don't really like to touch on this subject too much because there's so many other people touching on that.
Mm-hmm.
The black stigma, right? We all know what we're going through. All right, but as a black man, right? Waking up every day, knowing what you up against whenever you jump up out your
let them know I ain't got no black eyes or nothing. Yeah, I just felt like I want to be fancy. I apologize. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Just knowing what you up against, right, on a daily basis, right? Mm-hmm. How do you deal with what the world bring to your plate? Because I know the world bring a lot to you.
Well, it don't really seem like the world bringing nothing, man. It's the norm, man. So when you used to the struggle, man, and you come from the struggle, that's all you know, man, and you become adjusted to it, man. I want to say I'm a product of what America has made or has developed for the black man. You understand? I don't want to put myself in that kind of stigma with how the other black man might think, because I don't know how he woke up and what he's feeling. Mm-hmm. But it's LG with me, man. Life's good.
With so much stuff going
ooh, you on my nerve pressure.
So
And
nerve
my wife know, okay, let me back up. I say, ooh, baby, you on my nerve pressure.
So with that nerve pressure, right? How do you go about dealing with that nerve pressure? Because there's a lot of people out here don't know how to deal with it.
Right.
And so that's why I want to make this thing a topic, because I want to talk about the real understanding of what a black man in America think, or just a man, period. Because there's a lot of shit going on.
Well, everybody had their own way of dealing with their nerve pressure, man. I deal with my nerve pressure not on my shirt. I mean, I don't let it.
How you separate it, right? Because I know you.
Because
right?
it's
godly, right?
It's a thermostat.
Yeah.
And I'm in control of it.
And so, what made you get to that point? Is it everything that you've been through?
Self-control.
Or what
Self-control,
so
man.
How do you even get to the point of where you in control and your mind?
Because
Mind.
because it's like it's always self-control, man. You control everything with you, man. It's your thermostat, so you can't let somebody else adjust it. So if somebody else can adjust your thermostat, that means they control you. I control me.
But what about the scenarios and the situations?
I deal with them as I deal with them. I'm not going, you know, I'm not speeding. I'm not doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing that's going to hurt me about something that I can't control. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
I do not get angry or upset at the things I can't control. Period.
So I keep going back to this. How did you get there? Because I know at one point in time you was a firecracker.
Oh, no question. It's just, man, self-awareness, man, and self-assessment. You always have to assess yourself. Okay? If you can assess yourself then and criticize yourself and see the flaws in yourself, you can't do nothing but be a better man today than you was yesterday. You know, if you can self-assess and criticize yourself. So if somebody else can criticize you, right, and assess you, then you can take that because you criticize yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. We only human. So for a person to look at me like I'm perfect and I make a mistake and be like, oh man, look what you did there. You dropped that, man. Okay, I'm only human. I remind them. But I appreciate the way you was looking at me. So you had me on a high pedestal. You understand?
100%.
So I have to, you know, bring you back down to earth. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the compliment that you think that I'm perfect. You feel me? But nobody's perfect. So we all make mistakes. And when you make a mistake, you have to learn from it.
That's real. All right. So growing up in an environment, right? Depending on the circumstances, right? Growing up from the hood where you come from, where I come from. Could the hood give you PTSD?
Oh, no question. I have it bad.
And so explain to the people what PTSD might.
That's post-traumatic stress disorder, man. All the things that I've seen, all the things that I know about, that I never spoke of, that I won't speak on, but just having that knowledge, man, is always you looking, you ain't putting nothing past nobody. Okay.
Trust fucked up.
Yeah, your trust fucked up. Your anxiety is through the roof. Pistol packing Pete, man. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good way to put it, though.
Yeah,
Pistol packing Pete.
Yeah, pistol packing Pete, man. You know, looking for something that may never come and may never be there because it was something that was in your past, and that's crazy because everybody has PTSD from their past.
That's real talk, because when you talk about relationships, right?
That's right.
And the way some people, right? We're not going to even talk about a specific race or a specific person, but the way some people go into relationships, just scared, right? Because you want to take another chance, but the PTSD won't allow you to give another chance.
That's right. Because you let the one bad apple spoil the bunch.
And so people always ask me, right? Like, how do I separate that, right? Like, why don't I raise my voice or whatever? Well, because it took me a long time to get to that point, right? Because it's a constant work in progress.
That's right.
It's not just like I wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm on some other shit.
Right. That's right. Yeah, no question.
You know what I mean? Because you can't just wake up one day and be like, I'm different.
Right.
Because it don't roll like that.
It really
what
don't.
What happens is I feel
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? But that's some real
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's the realest shit.
Because what happens is the people in my life, right? Mm-hmm. Like my wife, like my kids, right?
That's right.
They notice the difference before I do.
Absolutely, because you're
Because
working
I'm
on
on
it.
the inside looking out, and they on the outside looking in.
And then when they compliment you and give you that little praise, you be like, make you feel good.
Well, they always tell me I ain't shit first.
No question. They got to give us that. They got to tell us that. Yeah, they got to do that first.
That's one thing about me, man. And I always thank God for the people in my life anyway, because my
That's
wife
right.
be quick to tell me I ain't shit.
That's right.
Like, you don't get on your high horse.
That's right.
You ain't shit now. I understand who you are.
Right.
I'm going to let you know
Yeah.
right now, you ain't shit.
Yeah, but you good at what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, who could be mad at somebody that's good at what they do?
But
you know what I mean?
I deal with a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that I don't even expose to the world. But I deal with a lot of shit because I had
I'm hip.
a hard past, right? Mm-hmm. So growing up in the hood with a house full of roaches, right?
Right.
And a house full of brothers, right? 'Cause
Right.
There was 3 of us, and we lived in a 2-bedroom house.
Okay.
So it was my mom, her boyfriend.
That's right.
Me, my brother, and my brother, right?
That's right.
I'm the oldest. I got a knee brother and I got a baby brother. My knee brother is my middle brother.
Okay.
That's a saying that's in Florida. I don't know if it's anywhere else.
Okay. No, but that's the first time. That's pretty fly.
Yeah.
A knee brother.
Yeah,
that
knee
mean
brother. Right in
half.
the middle,
Yeah, right in the middle.
Right in the middle of the
Yeah,
leg.
that's right.
That's the knee,
Yeah, yeah. No question.
And so, growing up, I seen a lot of shit. I went through a lot of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize the seriousness of it
Mm-hmm.
until I became a married man.
Okay.
Until I gained my own family, not necessarily married, but just whenever I begin to have other people depend on who I am.
That's right.
That's when I realized that I was going through a lot of shit, right?
That's right.
Because the same response that I was getting, right,
Mm-hmm.
from my mom, that's the same response I was giving out.
That's right. Because that's what you knew. That was traditional.
That was traditional, right? That was the traditional way. Like my mom was raised the traditional way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means that this is what time you went to bed, this is what time you ate, this like whatever I give you, this is what you gotta take. It was never like no, oh look, mom, my taste buds not agreeing with this food that I'm eating.
That's right.
So could I have something different? It was never none of that.
Oh no, yeah, that was out the question.
Yeah, you better not say nothing.
Oh, I sat at the table until I nodded. How many of y'all did that?
And so it's
Because I ain't gonna eat it. I ain't gonna eat it. I'm going out. I'm going out. And I'm boom. I'm going out. I've been here all day. My brother done been outside. Everybody been outside and came back. I ain't doing nothing because I don't want it.
And so, and so, just dealing with that, right? The traditional way of growing up, right? Mm-hmm. So tell me this, right? You see these kids these days, right?
That's right.
And I don't mean to switch subjects, but I'm gonna go back into my life in a minute. But we're gonna talk about what's going on in the world, right? That I see every day. You see these kids now, and they so opinionated, right?
Yes,
you meet
they are.
so many people in the world today that's so opinionated.
Yes.
Growing up, we didn't have opinions.
No.
It didn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, my mom would send me to the store. She'd say, hey, BB, come here. Now go to the store. Give me a pack of cigarettes or whatever, milk, whatever. And I'd be like, okay. And I sit there and I bullshit around for a little minute, playing my Atari or whatever the fuck I'm doing. And she said, you ain't go to the store? You ain't go to the store yet? I said, Mom, just wait for 1 minute. She said, wait broke the motherfucking wagon. Get your ass to the store. So it wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was always her way or no way. You know, your parents' way. You know, we had chores. It was always regulated. I didn't really have to do too much thinking, only when I was in school. Everything else was thought for me.
So I'm gonna pause you for a minute. I like the fact that you said I didn't really have to do too much thinking because everything was already thought out for me.
Absolutely.
And so, what? So we talking about just people. Period. Now we're
That's
gonna
right.
get away from the kids.
That's right. But you know what that developed? A lazy thinker.
Because you don't have to think outside the box.
Box.
And so we get stuck in different binds as we become older.
That's right.
Right? And it hurts the mind frame. Right? Because the brain don't really exercise like it should be exercising.
That's right.
Right? And so as a man, right? And as a person, period, right?
That's right.
You begin to develop mental issues. And that's why this topic is so important. Because as a person, period, we develop mental illness. And regardless of whether we want to admit it or not,
That's right.
we all go through it.
Yeah, no question.
Because what in your right mind would drive you to believe that you don't have to take no accountability as an adult?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we just gonna state some facts.
Yeah, no,
adults don't take no accountability.
Really, that's right.
You get what I'm saying? You do something, you throw a rock and you hide your hand.
That's right.
And then somebody see you throw a rock and they come back and they say, well, did you throw this rock? And you say, no, I ain't did it.
Right. You can't own up.
You can't own up to nothing.
Right.
So as an adult, what drives you to not have no accountability?
See, and again, man, that come with being the person, man. It all depends on the person, man. I always say, man, a person has to be 21, man. You know, you have to be 21. You have to stand what you do. That's what that means. Stand what you do.
As an adult,
As
right?
an adult.
As an adult.
As an adult that make decisions. If you can't stand it, don't do it.
So how do you but my thing is it's levels on how do you get to that point of being able to take accountability. Like I said, you don't wake up overnight and do this.
No. Well,
okay, so what suggestions that you would have to somebody out there who's watching?
Well,
who fails to
don't front, right? Don't
keep
front.
It real. Keep it real with yourself.
That's right. Because see, for you not to keep it real with yourself, mean you ain't gonna keep it real with nobody else. So if you ain't fucking with yourself, why should I fuck with you? If I look at you, you got on fake shit, you got a polo shirt on, but it look like a man on a Great Dane with a baseball bat, right? And you gonna tell me that's a polo shirt, and I'm looking right at this motherfucker, right? You got on all these gold chains, and your neck is green purple, right? And you telling me, yeah, I'm just, come
that's
on.
That's a form of a mental issue.
No question, because you believe in the lies that you created. So
they call that shit insanity, or
yeah, because you're doing the same shit and getting the same results. You gonna keep buying fake shit. Like, how many times you done bought that same chain? Come on, I'm just saying, stop fronting. Be who you are. Be who you is. Stop fronting, and people gonna take you for who you are, man. And then that's how you develop that self-control with yourself, because you keeping it real with yourself. See, because I'm gonna keep it real with me first. So me being grown, Habib or B, did you do that? Yeah, I fucked up, man. Players fuck up too, man.
So after looking up the numbers, right?
That's right.
We're gonna go back to the analytics and statistics on this one, right?
Okay.
29% of Americans, 29 now, out of 100%, we're talking about 29% of Americans, people period, seem to take accountability more than the other 69%.
Oh, that's deep.
71%.
They shift that blame, and those are the ones, man, that I try to stay away from, because I don't need that company. Because if you can't take ownership or accountability or stand what you do, then I don't need to be around you, because I'm gonna stand what I do, and I'm gonna be accounted for. We have a lot of men who's insecure in themselves as a man at the end of the day, because
that's another form of mental illness,
because they not where they think they should be.
Just being insecure in who you are as a man.
That's right.
How you put on your jeans, wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, iron your clothes, put your clothes on, brush your teeth, wash your face, and then you still insecure.
Right.
And you just had all that sense of independence.
Or you wake up mad.
Or you wake up, why you mad?
Because you smell eggs in the house. Somebody cook breakfast. You mad because somebody cook breakfast? Damn, like, wow. Like, I don't understand the anger, man, that people, have inside. But I understand that everybody's life and their livelihood is not LG, man. Everybody is not happy in their space.
And so we're going to go back to some points, right? What steps you think they should take to make their life LG?
First of all,
as a person.
Don't criticize nobody else, man. Sit down and critique yourself.
Because that's the start of it.
That's the start of it. Work with yourself within yourself, so you can be a better person. And don't tell people what you're doing. Let people see your results. So that way, when they do give you the compliment, or they do say, hey, man, I see a change in you, man, and I just want to let you know I like it, that'll keep you motivated to strive to do the better. You understand what I'm saying? Because like you said, it didn't happen with me overnight, but it was just that I felt like it's time for me to take a change. You know what I mean? Like it's time for me to start with me, because I keep running around here thinking I'm perfect and I'm not. How I'm perfect and I'm in a penitentiary? I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying?
So let's take a step back. So even when you was in the penitentiary, you thought that you was perfect.
No question. I thought I was the best creation God ever made.
Even in the penitentiary?
Oh man, I was God gifts to women. All they had to do was see me. You know, it's a difference between being cocky and confident.
100%.
You know, I got out the cocky stage and became confident. And that's why I be trying to explain to people, you know, at my age, the people that I grew up with, I ain't hiding from the public. I'm here. I'm looking. Here I go. B Gambino, live and living color. Whereas a lot of people that's hiding because of their paper route. That's what I call it. Your lifeline is your paper route. You delivering papers. Some people routes is harder than others. When you got hit in the head with that bat, yeah, I see it. But it was the way you was living. So therefore, you know, I'm not, like I said, man, I'm not hiding, man. You know, I'm here, man. You know what I mean? For the world to see, man, for everybody to see, and to help somebody that's younger or that's my age that may be struggling with certain things that we don't know about, that I can touch on, that'll help them.
Okay, so going forward, what advice would you give somebody, right, going through the struggle mentally?
Well, going through the struggle mentally, first of all, you wanna try to eliminate the crowd. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't work on yourself around 10 people. So what you need to do, my advice would go to because you might not got a lot of money, so you go to the dollar store, go to Dollar Tree, and buy yourself about 30 flea collars, right? And hang them out your pockets and all that. That way everybody gonna stay away. When they come around, they see, this thing got flea collars. When they jump back like that, that mean they're bug. So it's working. And you just keep on with yourself and work on yourself. You understand? And after you work on yourself and get with yourself, and then you know yourself and become secure and confident in yourself, then you step out. And now you can have a cordial conversation with somebody and look them in the eye and be secure and confident in everything that you're saying.
So your first step of advice is just heal.
You better.
Heal. That's the first thing. Okay, so we gonna go with that because I like that. So in the beginning, right, of this healing process, because like I said, we all going through mental issues within ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. Because even though my life may look great, right, mm-hmm. but as a man, I still deal with my own endeavors, right?
It's hard.
And I know as a man, you still deal with your own issues, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. On a daily basis, we still fighting these battles, right?
That's right.
And so, but the first advice is healing.
Gotta heal, man.
You gotta heal, man.
Gotta take care of you.
You gotta take care of you.
If you don't take care of you, how you gonna take care of somebody else?
And that's the main priority, because I know we got families, we got people that depend on us.
That's right.
And I always say, as a man, if you ain't bringing nothing to the table, then don't nobody need you.
And everybody look past you. Hey, excuse me. Because you ain't got nothing.
Because you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
So as a man, I don't give a damn how you look at it or what you think about it.
That's right.
You always got to have something to bring to the table as a man.
As a man.
You have to bring something to the table.
I mean, I feel like you have to bring something to the table as a human being, period.
Yeah.
You have to bring a certain something. You have to assert yourself in something.
But women, though, get away with it.
Oh, well, of course, because that's a woman, and the man loves a woman. 100%. I mean, a real man loves a woman. I mean, yeah.
100%, but as a man, though, a woman don't give you a pass.
Maybe you get a pass for a week.
After you get in it, though. We talking about in the beginning.
Listen, you get a pass for a week. Why? Because when she comes, you know she gonna start hitting me with the hey, I don't like no dishes. Like you do your hey, what you do today? Yeah, you just sitting around. You see what I'm saying? Like
you chilling.
Hey, a whole bunch of chilling.
Listen, man, you looking real good on this camera, B.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I try to do what I can, man.
And I like it, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the podcast, man. Because
why we only giving them a half?
Man, listen, man, you know. I feel like we gotta let this sink in, man.
Okay, I'm hip. Yeah, we might have did a minute, man. I appreciate y'all watching, man.
That's a lot of information to take in, man.
It is, man. It's some serious information, man. And let y'all know, man, that I was one of them that was playing in that mental health field, man. It ain't no game, don't play in that water, man. It's deep. Trust me, it's deep. You hear me? That medicine is very, very strong, man. You know, it was stronger than me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Real.
Man.
That's some real. You know this man did a lot of healing, man.
Yeah, man.
To be able to jump on camera and talk about that, man.
Yeah, no question, man. And that's another part of me being secure, man. You know what I mean? And being confident in who I am, man. I could talk about my past because my past is what made me who I am today, man. And I can't do nothing but get better, man. 100%. I know it's going to be a better day tomorrow. You feel me?
All right, so going forth, right? We gave out a couple of different levels of advice.
That's right.
We gave out the healing process, right?
Yes,
Because
we
you got to
did.
go through the healing process first.
Right.
And then after the healing process, you become more confident, right?
You become more confident in yourself.
And then so another thing, right? Because I was trying to cut it short, but you spoke on adding value, right?
That's
as
right.
A person, right?
That's right.
So as a person that live in the universe, you always want to add something to the land.
No question.
I always say that, man. So adding value, right?
That's right.
And when you add value, right? Because I always said, man, you know, if you don't give me a seat at the table, I'm gonna bring my own seat anyway.
That's right.
And so, but even if I did have a seat at the table, I'm gonna bring me another chair because I'm bringing somebody else along.
That's right.
Right. And so just to get into that mind frame, right? Always being on the lookout.
That's right.
Right. Because what happens is we become so selfish as people to the point where we forget about everybody else, right?
That's right.
And so I always believe in branches and trees, right? It's a tree, right? When you talk about a tree, right? Oak tree. When you plant a seed, right?
That's
and then
right.
it begin to grow, and then it begin to grow branches.
That's right.
And then other branches begin to grow branches.
That's right.
And so that's how we keep this thing going, right? And so we always want to add value. That's a real subject. That's a subject in itself.
I'm gonna tell you.
We can talk about that for a whole hour, man.
Let me tell you what I seen, man, and what happened, and right, just from my point of view, because I'm just giving it to you from my point of view. At one time, right, when I was growing up, and if my granddaddy or my daddy or somebody older than me who was driving a car and I was the passenger seen another vehicle that had a tail light out, they would pull up on it, hit the horn. They would say, "Hey, your tail light out," and he would say, "Oh, thank you," right? And he'd give them a heads up. Nowadays, it's different. A person won't tell you that your tail light out. They'll get their phone ready to put you on Facebook Live when the cops pull you over.
Why do you think that?
You understand what I'm saying?
What happened?
What I think happened is we done went through the stage of, even me, beep, beep, beep. Hey, excuse me, miss. Yeah, you got a tail light out. I know, mind your motherfucking business. Ooh, okay, you ain't got to worry about me saying motherfucking thing to nobody else. I surely appreciate it. I caused that on myself. I'm going to mind my motherfucking business. These motherfuckers ain't crazy. Right? And that's how that developed. You with me? Make sense?
100%.
So with that being said, that's how a lot of that took place. And people like, you know what, I'm gonna mind my business. You know, people used to always intervene, right, or try to stop something before it happened. But now they thrive off of other people's misery. Look.
Say that again.
They thrive off of other people's misery. So their energy come from someone else's misery. And that's dangerous. That's crazy. Because you got to create misery.
That's a mental health issue itself.
You got to create misery to thrive. I can't do my job unless everybody in this bitch miserable. Ooh.
So okay. So I know we talked about this right earlier in the week, right, when we seen each other. What you think about people that create chaos?
I can't work in chaos, man. I need to know where everything at and what's going on, man. I don't know. I can't.
I'm saying though, but
I can't operate.
Opinion though on the people that like to say it's a method to this chaos.
No, it's never a method to madness. What's the method to madness? Like, who's mad? First of all, there is no method to the madness. I ain't mad about anything. What's going on is it's a situation there, and it's time for us to pay attention to the signs. Mental health. We touched on it. That's one of the signs when they're like that. So when they say certain words, certain things, then you know how to deal with them. Okay, let me get the big wheel out.
So we got to get away from that stigma of saying you got a homeboy, right? You got somebody you love, you kick it with every day, right?
That's right.
But every time you get off the phone, you say, "Man, you crazy, man."
You know,
right? Because the motherfuckers say some crazy shit,
and they think crazy ways. Whether they believe in what they saying or what they
because that's a stigma.
Yeah, that's
crazy, man.
Yeah,
man, how be you crazy?
Right.
If a nigga just said something crazy, don't you think you need to pay attention to it?
You better. I mean, because it could be beneficial in the future and in your future. Because words are powerful, man, and words are to be heard and listened to and digested, man. You have to digest it and dissect it, because you have a lot of people out here with problems that won't admit it. And they can go off the deep end at any time, man. And I believe everybody's life is valuable. And we don't need nobody losing their life, man, over anything frivolous.
That's 100%, man.
You know,
I always advise, man. I just always say, man, you got people you love, right?
Mm-hmm.
How often you talk to your mom?
Oh, man, I talk to her every day, whether she cuss me out or not.
I
lied. I don't talk to her every day because.
But at least how many times a week?
But we get it in. We get it in. Yeah, we get it in.
Because it's love, though.
That's right.
And so when it's love, though, you call and you check up on the people you love, right?
All the time. You
Regardless
have to.
of whether it was mom or homeboy, sister, brother, whoever.
You have to touch base.
You gotta touch base.
That's right. That's right.
So that's important. So I want to go ahead and put this out here in the universe, man. You got somebody you love, man. You gotta call them, man. Check up on them, man.
Yeah. Say hi, man. Say hello.
What's up with them, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that we all have homeboys and we all live our own lives, right?
That's right.
And we all got friends and we all got people that we close to. And we all live our own lives. Like I said, we all get caught up in living our own lives. But sometimes we got to take some time out of our lives and check on the people that we love, man.
That's right, man.
Because it's very important, man.
Here today, going tomorrow.
Here today, going today.
That's right.
That's the new thing. Because you can talk to somebody at 8 in the morning, man.
Yeah.
And at 4 in the morning, you get that real scary phone call.
That's right. And that's right.
And so you want to pay attention, right? Because you don't want to regret anything, right?
You don't have no regrets.
Because I meet people all the time. They regret being younger and not raising their kids, or I had somebody that told me, they said, man, damn. He said, man, I love the time you spend with your kids. And I said, yeah. I said, why? He said, because when I was your age, man, he said, man, I was just working. He said, I never was home. I was always gone. And I deal with it today because I hate the fact that they grown.
So he missed out on
and so he missed out on all that good stuff, all that coming up, that
the
fun,
memory,
that comical, the
memories.
He missed out on all the memories, right? So I want to say from my mouth to the people today, man. Listen, man. Take care of your business. Spend time with your loved ones, man. You gotta spend time. I don't give a damn whether you gotta work or not. You take some time off, man. You go spend time with your people, man.
That's right.
Because it's important, man. It's real important.
Yeah.
It's important that you spend time with your people.
And let them know that you love them, man.
Let them know you love them.
And let them know that you're around, man.
Listen, man.
Like you're around, man.
Because growing up, we ain't hug a lot, right? We ain't hug. We ain't tell each other we love you a lot, right? It's just waking up in the morning, house full of people. You throw your deuces, you chunk your deuces, you out, you go to school, you come back, or you go do whatever you going to do, right? But now, in the day and time that we live in now, man, we hug each other. We tell each other we love them, man.
That's right.
I love my people, man.
That's right.
I call. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
I call you.
Yeah.
I check up on you. Even if I ain't heard from you in a couple of days, and I know you probably got busy, but I understand how important it is. I 100% understand.
That's right.
That's why you call the people and you check up on the people you love, man.
Yeah.
You hug your people, man. If you love your nigga, Boosie says, hug your nigga, man.
That's right.
And
that's
so
right.
I really believe in that. Because a lot
it's
of
important,
times,
man.
It's important because a lot of times we make excuses and say, "Oh, we busy, we got too much going on."
No, you ain't never got too much going on, man.
Never got too much going on, man.
You ain't
Check
never
on
got.
People,
that's
man.
right. Love ain't.
Man.
Love don't take no
people,
time, man.
Goddamn, get involved with what they got going on, man. Fuck
that's
it,
right.
Man. They going to they throwing a barbecue, man. You show up at the barbecue even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes.
That's right.
Man.
To say hello, let everybody see your face. Hey, hello, how you doing? Boom.
Because regardless of whatever you think, man, you got people out here that be worried about you.
And they care about you.
And they care about you. And they always thinking about you.
That's right.
And so that's just that's something that I wanted to touch on this week. You know what I mean? It was just in my spirit to talk about that mental health thing because as a man, you go through real problems.
Yeah, and then with me having that personal experience with that medicine, ooh.
Yeah, man.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's one of the areas in life that you don't fake it till you make it to.
I'm telling you, man. When I tell you sit there and look dumb, This ain't. You ain't never seen him look like this. Mother be dumb. My folks was like, I don't know what the fuck they done gave you, but you need to. Don't take that shit no more. I ain't seen you in 2 days, nigga. I said, damn. Yeah,
that's real talk.
That's real talk, man.
This week, man, you know I give out game every week, man.
That's right, and we ready for it. Get y'all notepad, man.
Get your notepad, man. All right. So when I first met Habib, right, I asked him what credit app he was using. He told me Credit Karma.
That's right. That's all I knew about.
And so what I told you about Credit Karma, B?
Oh man, you said, man, Credit Karma so far back is outdated, man.
So you got FICO systems. You got FICO 1 through FICO 8. They creating a FICO 10 and a FICO 9 and a FICO 10, right?
That's right.
And so what Credit Karma uses is FICO 3 and 4,
That's
which
right.
is so outdated to the point where if you check your credit score right now and you had 30 delinquent reports on there, it wouldn't even show.
That's right.
It'll tell you that you got a 700 when you really got a 423.
You can't even apply for nothing.
You can't apply for nothing. Nobody won't give you 10 cents right now. Right?
That's right.
So this app called Experian, right?
Right.
B,
Experian.
man, tell them about that Experian app, man.
I can't stay off of it, man. I keep trying to get a boost, man. They keep telling me back up. We done gave you a boost, nigga. You got bills to pay.
So Experian, right?
So Experian is a great app, and what's so good about it is the way you can manage everything, right? So let's say my 6 bills, the 6 bills that I had, I done combined them on the 2 credit cards, so I only pay 2 bills a month instead of the 6 bills. See,
and they would call that. What would they call that? I think I told you.
Yeah,
They call that debt consolidation.
Yeah, debt consolidation. Plus, they reward you for that shit, for paying your cell phone bill. They gave me 16 points. My credit score went up 16 points, right?
And we talking about what app?
Experian.
So Experian, man.
Yeah, that's the one, man.
If you got your phones right now in your hand, you go download Experian.
Right.
I'm not gonna say fuck Credit Karma. I'm just gonna say you gotta have another. You gotta get
the one that everybody,
opinion.
Right. Get a second opinion and get the one that everybody looking at.
And so Experian is the app, man. If you're looking to build credit, if you're looking to get a FICO boost, or if you're looking to get a boost period in your credit, go to Experian, man. Go to the app store right now, download Experian.
That's right.
Experian app is gonna give you anywhere from zero
Put your bills in there.
30% boost.
Yeah. Put your bills in there.
Put your debit card in there.
Yeah, put your bills in there. Put your phone bill that you pay in there. I'm telling you, light bill, water bill.
Go to Experian.
Yeah, man.
Go download the Experian app. I need everybody to do this because as a race, as an African American race, I don't think that financial literacy in our lives is important to
Stop
us
spending cash, man.
Listen, man. Go to your app store right now. Download the Experian.
Yeah.
Experian app.
That's it.
When you download the Experian app, you put your information in,
That's
social
right.
security number, credit card information, stuff like that. It's a free app, and it's not gonna ding you for it.
Nope.
Listen, man, go to Experian.
It's worth it.
The app. It's worth it.
That way, if somebody rob you, they be practicing. Yeah, I turn all that off. See, you ain't getting no cash. Come on, man. Who carry cash, man?
Experian app. Everybody who's watching this video right now, everybody who's gonna watch this video in the future, go to the Experian, go to the app store, download Experian.com.
That's right.
That's what you need to do right now.
Right now.
Download
Not
Experian.
now, right now.
Download Experian. Look at your credit, man. Create some financial well-being for yourself.
That's
man.
right. Yep.
And that's just real talk. So listen, man. I thank everybody for tuning in, man. Listen, man.
And we love y'all, man. Y'all loyal, man.
Of this great podcast, man. I mean, we talked about mental health today. Next week is gonna be a new subject. This is our 3rd episode, man. We going there.
That's right.
We only gonna get bigger and bigger.
Better and better. Topics coming better and better. Plus, I got a lot of experience in a whole lot of things, man. You know what I mean?
Talk about different things, man. Listen, man. If y'all got a specific topic that y'all want us to speak on, man, DM me, man.
That's it.
Let me know, man. DM me. Say, hey, man, Junior, I want you to speak on such and such this week. Give us some experience. Give us some details. Give us some game.
Yeah.
And we'll touch on it, man. Give me some ideas, man.
So that way we had like a personal connection with you.
Personal connection.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that's real talk. Like I said, this week's game was Experian. Mental health and experience, because once you get your mental health right, you can get your credit right, you can get your finances right. And that's the biggest thing about being mentally on a good path.
That's it.
So, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man.
And we'll see y'all next week, man.
We
Untraditional, man.
Untraditional podcast. Y'all check it out.
Love y'all, man.